This week on Coffin Fodder, get ready to get real weird with it as we sit down to talk about Curry Barker's hit new horror movie, Obsession.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
I like to dissect girls.
This is God.
We have such sights to show you.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I see dead red.
Even in hell. Oh, yes. Oh, no tears, please.
Here's Johnny.
Hello and welcome to episode 59 of Coffin Fodder. I am your incredibly awkward and uncomfortable host, Mike Warby. And I'm joined by the fellow who makes money rain from the sky, Mr. Kyle Mickleborough.
If only.
Yeah, it'd be a lot cooler if you did, man.
It sure would be.
And, of course, the man who never met a brick he didn't like, Mr. Brady Silger.
I do like bricks.
I like brick.
I like brick.
Yeah. I love lamp. Anyway, yeah, we're here to talk about the new hotness this year. This is probably the first really big horror movie of the year, I would say, hey? Yeah. We've had a few horror movies come out this year, but I don't think any of them hit like this.
No, I hope they don't like showing things that the other ones aren't. Like, I think Backwards is the only one that's up there.
Like we had Send Help, Iron Lung. There's been a few horror movies coming out this year, but I don't think any hit the public consciousness like this.
Yeah,
like where it's like it's like the first horror movie of the year. I think that everybody's talking about.
Oh yeah,
people are just obsessed with it.
Yes,
but like, wasn't the number? I think the number was like 300 million. They've already.
Jesus.
What they've got so far is 108 million on a 750,000 to 1 million budget.
That's
fuck yeah.
So.
Good for them.
They've made like fucking 10,000% profit or something stupid like that.
Anytime a horror movie is successful, I'm a happy man.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Brady chatted briefly about this the other night. That basically the reason horror became so successful is because you can make it's like playing the lottery, basically, right?
Yeah.
You can make these cheap movies with actors nobody knows,
right?
And if they hit, they hit, and if they miss, well, at least you're not out that much money,
Right?
Right?
Yeah. Low risk, high reward.
Absolutely.
people were stoked to see them, as we're like they're not printing money. People, only horror movie fans really cared, unless it was a random thing on TV that someone happened to see.
Yeah, sometimes you'd have the crossover ones like Silence of the Lambs and Scream. Once in a while, you'd get a movie that was like a big horror movie, but most of the time, horror movies were for like the fucking scrubs who do podcasts talking about horror movies.
That's for losers.
Fucking losers.
So back to Brain Scan, the horror movie club.
Yeah.
Yes, we're doing that with a finalist.
Unfortunately, there's no random hot popular girls who want to join the horror club.
I was promised certain things.
Yes, alas.
Before I started this.
Yeah, so Obsession. We're talking, this is the Curry Barker movie. Curry Barker, as you may have guessed, is Clive Barker's son, which I think is kind of interesting.
He's not like Clive Barker's son.
He's not?
No, I looked it up. He's not Clive Barker's son. He's no relation to him. It's just a happenstance.
What?
Uh-oh, derailed the show.
Hold on a
Wait,
second.
go ahead, Brady. You better be right, you motherfucker.
Because I read that he asked his dad, Clive Barker, about like stuff while he was making the movie.
We might have been looking at two different articles then, because when I looked up at, he was like no relation, just name.
Oh, they got nothing to do with each other.
He might have asked Clive Barker. He just
weird. Okay, holy shit. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. Okay, disregard that. Turns out Brady's right. And
for once,
Brady's right. Turns out Brady's right. Google search confirms. We'll just leave that whole audio in of me Googling the best audio that a podcast can muster.
The typing up there, the clicking up.
Yeah. Oh, that's surprising. Wow. Oh, Wikipedia entry. Anyway, yeah, it turns out Brady's right, and I don't know where I got the idea. I thought for sure. I mean, I guess their names are so similar. Yeah. That's probably a lot of people.
There's a very there's not a lot of directors named Barker.
No, there's a game show host named Barker.
Bob.
I've got a dog named Barker. No, shut up, Mike.
Something of a Barker myself.
Yeah.
Barker, I barely knew her.
Yeah, so this is the movie not directed by Clive Barker's son, it turns out, and it's another debut from a guy very much like a Zach Kreger situation, a YouTuber guy, and there's been a lot of that lately. These kind of YouTuber guys. Speaking of Iron Lung, that was another one of those.
Markiplier did.
Yeah, YouTuber guys did it.
Well, you know, they got the money, I guess.
Yeah. So the setup for this movie, it's the classic. It's the classic "be careful what you wish for" horror movie setup. But I think what they do with it in this movie is really interesting.
It's fun. Yeah.
Because it's an old trope, right?
It is.
I read that the creator Curry Barker was inspired by he was just gonna write a movie, like a weird movie about like a chick who's obsessed with a guy, and then he ended up catching the episode of The Simpsons,
the monkey falls.
The monkey paw episode, yeah. And then he's like, "What if we add a stupid wish element to it, right?"
Yeah.
And he said that's what he said in an interview. He's like, "Yeah, it's been done before, but not how I'm going to do it." So he's like,
Fair enough.
yeah, he's doing something different with it. And I think it's a really interesting idea. It kind of crosses over into Get Out territory.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
With like the people stuck inside themselves while the thing is doing its thing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar, but he does it in a different way than Jordan Peele does.
Yeah, and they use it for a lot of cool things. So, yeah, before we get too far into just discussing the movie, so this movie, in case you're not familiar with it, it's like I said, it's kind of lighting the world on fire right now. Follows a guy named Bear who has a chick that he really likes. He's your classic incel douchebag.
You don't have to be.
Yeah, he's not an incel. I'm stretching a bit. He's coward is more the term.
Yeah.
He's very much a coward.
He's a bit shy and fairly reserved.
Yeah, he likes this girl. He's honestly, going back to the original meaning of incel, incel's kind of become, but incel means involuntary celibate, and it's always people think they're incels, like they're involuntary celibate, but it's like, no, you're just, your standards are too high, or you're a fucking asshole,
Or you're too fucking weird.
yeah, exactly, right? Anyway, so I mean, whatever. We don't need to debate the manosphere all fucking day, but yeah, he does have incel-esque qualities.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's clear that he could have another very pretty girl be his girlfriend,
Right.
at any time.
But he only wants the one he's got his eye. He's obsessed with her.
Yeah, that's funny because that's a classic titling trope, right? Mm-hmm. Where
Which one's the obsessed one?
well, yeah, and yeah, the movie that has the double entendre title. First, Bear's obsessed with her, and then she's obsessed with him.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, Bear likes this girl, Nikki, and the movie actually opens with his friend trying to coax him into. That's a fun fake out at the beginning of the movie that it's the server he's talking to.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We're introduced to Michael Johnston as Bear Bailey and his friend Ian, who is played by Cooper Tomlinson.
Sorry, Mike. That's also Curry Barker's YouTube counterpart.
Oh,
They all their sketches have both of it.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You guys, Michael Johnston is.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Cool. Like they're best friends, and I think they're actually roommates too.
Nice. Very. I think you should leave coded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that they're sitting there. The movie opens with him appearing to confess his love to the girl he likes, but it turns out it's practice, and his friend has set him up with this waitress to kind of walk him through. Here's how it would go, and it goes really fucking bad.
Oh yeah.
It's really cheesy and very awkward.
Very.
Which is, I mean, the awkwardness is going to be a very carrying through line for this entire movie.
Yeah, this movie's got a lot of that in it.
It's incredibly, incredibly awkward movie.
Oh yeah.
Which again ties it to I think you should leave, because that's like the whole point in that show is just like being put in these really uncomfortable situations. But that also makes sense because it's like this new generation of comedy is a lot about like just people saying stupid shit and then other people reacting to it, and a lot of like it's a lot of that kind of or people doing something dumb and then doubling down on it or tripling down on it and then quadrupling down on it, you know.
Well, it sounds like a podcast.
Yeah.
It sounds like politics.
Yeah. So that's the opening, and that's our indication that he likes this Nikki girl, and him and Ian talk about that pretty regularly for like the first 20-ish minutes of this movie before he gets the One Wish Willow. So Yeah, we're also introduced to Sarah, who is like another member of their friend group.
Yeah, they all work at the same store.
It's a music store, right?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
And Andy Richter owns it.
Was that who that was?
That was Andy.
That was Andy Richter? Holy shit.
Yeah, that was Andy Richter as Sarah's dad, and the guy has the store.
Awesome.
Yeah, I spotted him right away because Andy Richter has a very specific look.
Yeah,
He doesn't look like
so. But
he's very much like one of those guys who kind of fell into Hollywood.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like your typical
Andy
actor.
Andy Richter, the Swedish prostitute? What? It's a Norm Macdonald bit.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, Andy Richter as the boss, and yeah, he doesn't really get much comedy. He's playing it pretty straight in this movie.
Yeah.
I think he gets one or two kind of stupid lines that are kind of played for laughs, but mostly he's playing it pretty straight in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're introduced. These are the main characters. It's a pretty small cast in this movie, actually. We're mainly just following the same 4 or 5 characters, kind of similar to Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Small cast, and yeah, it's mostly contained to these. There's a lot of extras that kind of show up in the party scenes and stuff, but otherwise, the characters we actually know and have names and stuff, these are like, it's just basically the character we just talked.
Yeah, those 4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
It also feels like a tight-knit friend group instead of them just putting other people that they know.
Yeah, they seem to have like in jokes and like gossip. And, yeah,
Typical workplace stuff, right?
yeah. It does feel like a real friend group, especially at that age
Oh yeah,
when everybody's kind of just hanging out with like the people they work with and whatever. And-
they're 20-somethings.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're in college. Bear likes Nikki. I think we talked about that. I think it's kind of ironic that her last name is Freeman.
Why?
Well, because she's enslaved for most of the movie.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know if that was on purpose or if that's just a coincidence, because Freeman's kind of a common last name anyway. Good. There's a Martin Freeman. There's a Morgan Freeman.
There's a lot.
There's
a lot of Freeman.
There's what's his name? What's his fucking name? The guy from Half-Life. Gordon Freeman.
That's who I was
There we go.
thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, we got Gordon Freeman. Yeah, what's his name? Bear decides to finally he keeps pussying out. He's gonna tell her, and then he wusses out, and he's gonna tell her, and he wusses out, and then she even asks him, "Do you like me?" And he still wusses out.
Yeah, not what? Yeah.
I'm like, dude, get out of your own way.
No kidding.
Oh my god, he's an infuriating protagonist.
Just do something.
Yeah. He's a very much a cowardly character and can't just take a chance and tell a girl. And it's so brutal because I think there were times in a lot of young men's lives when we were that guy,
Oh, yeah.
which really adds to the cringe factor.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, you're watching yourself, you're screaming at yourself.
You're like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Because I felt like there was a time in my life when I was younger, but he becomes sort of the worst version of that over the course of the movie. Because
Yeah.
at first he's just kind of a cowardly, maybe arguably a bit of a douchebag, but kind of a character. It's over the course of the movie where he becomes sort of like increasingly unlikable because he's created the situation, and now well, I mean, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. The other thing that we should mention is that the cat died.
Oh yeah.
So
Sandra.
Bear seems to be a drug addict of some kind. Brady, you mentioned that's his grandma's stuff.
It's his grandma. He inherits the house from his grandmother.
No.
Then when
I thought he was like a fucking drug addict or something.
no, it was his grandma's house, and when she died, he took it over because she was the only one that was close to him.
Well, how did the pills get all over the floor then?
The cat got into the cabinet.
That the cat can't open the fucking the bottle.
Lid was off.
Yeah, the lid was off. Oh, you mean when it got knocked?
Yeah, I'm assuming. That's why.
Oh, so we're thinking it's just like a Final Destination stupid thing, like
Yeah, no, it's over.
a series of stupid things happen, and now the cat's dead kind of deal. Is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Sure. Cat's dead. One way or the other, cat's dead.
I thought he was just I thought he was a drug addict, and that he got too fucked up and left the fucking drugs out or something.
On the bottom of the ball, he put "do not eat." When he's like putting the pills away, the cat dies. You see at the bottom of the ball because it's in the mirror. It says "do not eat."
Yeah.
Which, no, it's not in the mirror because it would be backwards.
Yeah.
No, it shows the camera says "do not eat" when he puts it back.
Red rum, red. I think that basically sets up for the One Wish Willow scene, which Brady mentioned. So she drops while they're on the phone. She indeed drop a necklace down the drain. He's trying to charm her, so he goes to like this sort of like magic shop and is talking to that clerk is funny too.
Yeah, I know. Like, she's awesome.
Clerk is funny.
I was sad that was the only appearance we got from.
Yeah, Viola is that.
Yeah.
Played by Haley Fitzgerald, and man, she is like it would be nice to have like a whole movie about that character.
Yeah, true.
Because they were talking. There's been talk about, since this movie's so big, possibly doing a TV show or a spin-off or like sort of.
Gotta milk everything, eh?
Yeah. Well,
nobody'll milk me. No,
the idea. The idea of what he said, he's like, there is no real sequel to do for this. He's like, but what we could do is like a Twilight Zone-esque episode, like anthology series.
That'd be fun.
Where it's different people's wishes blowing up in their face.
Sure, that'd be neat.
Yeah, that's what Curry Barker was talking about.
The One Wish Willow trilogy or series.
Yeah,
interesting.
And that's what he was talking about doing. He's like, yeah, this story is basically done, but. They met the One Wish Willow has been established, and it's been established in the movie that other people have used them and also got screwed by their wishes.
Yeah.
So
not to jump ahead, but at the same store when he goes back, there's the other cashier that is like, oh yeah, my wish worked.
Well, that's a funny part. Well, yeah, we'll definitely get back to that because that scene is quite funny. And that's another thing. I mean, I guess we were talking about Evil Dead 2 last week, and this is another one of those really great comedy horror. It's a fantastic comedy horror because it's really, really funny, but also very unsettling.
Yeah,
it's exactly what you want from your comedy horror,
for sure.
It's dark enough to be like on the scale of kind of roast, but also at the same time, it's like you gotta laugh at almost everything.
Yeah, especially, I mean, there's a very obviously the big shock death of the movie is fucking really gruesome, but also kind of funny because it comes completely out of nowhere.
The coolest fucking kill I've seen in a while.
It's certainly noticeable. It's probably the best kill I've seen since Aunt Gladys getting ripped apart by the fucking children last
by
year.
a child mob.
That was a fucking great horror movie kill, man. Fantastic. So yeah, he gets while he's at the shop, instead of getting the crystal, he ends up grabbing this One Wish Willow instead. And the idea is he's supposed to give it to her as a gift,
right?
But he pussies out because he pussies out on everything. So late after they go out for the night, he drops her off. It's the four of them together.
Yeah,
Ian, Sarah, Nikki, and Bear go out because what's her name's quitting working there soon. So they're kind of doing like
Nikki's quitting.
It's kind of like a let's go for drinks send off thing.
Yeah. They also do trivia every Wednesday.
Right,
that's where their whole friend
things. Yeah. So anyway, so now he's at the One Wish Willow. They have their little night out. And then she asks him directly, "Do you like me?" And it kind of makes it bittersweet because it suggests almost that he could have maybe had her. Mm-hmm. But later on, it suggested that she wasn't interested.
Yeah.
But that's also, as they say in the movie, that's coming from the person who likes him.
Right.
So
who knows?
You can kind of go either way on it. The way she asks, it does feel like a "tell me if you like me" situation. Because if she didn't like him back, I don't know. It's a why even ask the question?
Why ask if you already know?
Yeah, why ask somebody? Be like, "Do you like me?" "Yes." "I don't like you."
Or he's such an awkward weirdo around her that she generally doesn't know if he even likes her as a person or as a friend. Possibly, because he's such a fucking weirdo.
Very awkward fellow. But yeah, then she goes into the house, and this is the moment where. Again, he told her he had a gift for her, and he pusses out on that too, just like everything else. Mm-hmm. And then he pulls out the One Wish Willow after and says, I think the wording is, "I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone else in the world."
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so and then right away, she's already back.
Instantly
it works.
Yeah. She's back out on the doorstep.
Yeah, she's standing in the shadows staring at him like a fucking weirdo, man. Mm-hmm. And there's so many, man, the lighting, the way they do the lighting in this movie is fucking fantastic.
There's a lot of those shots of her just standing somewhere staring at him, particularly.
And a few of them, you can still see the glow of her eyes in the dark, which is so fucking creepy.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they must have had her kind of stand in the light, and they're like, okay, go back a little bit.
Yes.
Go back
Just
too
enough.
far.
Yeah.
Come back forward a little bit there, and now you can still see the glow of your eyes.
Or just a little,
so specific.
or just a little side flashlight, just right at the eyeballs.
Some of the times when she's just like walking around, like doing that back and forth pitter patter thing,
Yeah.
that's fucking creepy.
Well, she's doing, yeah. So this is, and I actually clocked this pretty early on, the Get Out thing, because I had the idea like right away. I don't know how quick you guys clocked it.
I didn't clap until the very end of the movie.
Oh, I clocked it really early. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I leaned over to my girlfriend and said, like, I bet you that's the real version of her.
Yeah.
So and I think that's the really interesting thing that this movie does because again, we've seen this trope lots of times in TV and movies and books and whatever, right? The be careful what you wish for thing.
Yeah.
Where the wish blows up in their face. But in this case, the new element that gets added to it is if your wish makes someone do something, some sort of force takes over their body and is forcing them.
Yeah.
And it's got that Get Out thing to it where Nikki is now trapped in her own body, witnessing this force doing whatever the wish what needs it to do or whatever.
I didn't even think it was that subtle. I thought it was pretty obvious through the few little breaks in character or deviations from the obsession that she was showing that she is definitely still in there and not necessarily in control of herself.
Yeah, eventually it becomes like very clear, like when she's sleeping and she's talking to him in her sleep, it's the real Nikki.
Yeah, it does. That's the final drop where you can confirm that yes, she's in there.
You see her doing something with Bear, and she'll have a panic attack midway through, and that's the real Nikki coming out.
Yeah.
It's the two entities. I was gonna say two souls, but I don't know. We don't really know what the other thing is. Two entities in one sharing one body, and they're in conflict with one another.
Yeah.
Regularly. So anyway, now she comes back to the car, and man, this guy can't get out of his own way, right? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, now she's throwing herself at you, and you're like, how do I awkwardly? I'm like, I don't know, man. Did you want this or not?
That's how I felt.
I mean, there's obviously a what do you call it? A creepiness to it, because she is literally being forced against her will to be in love with him now. And they kind of that becomes explored as the movie goes on, the sort of ickiness. It starts off with just a classic wish fulfillment thing. Yay, the girl I likes me back, but then it kind of gets into sort of the idiosyncrasies of it as the movie goes. Yeah, that becomes a little more murky, a little more morally murky.
She tells him in the car that my dad's dying of cancer, and then she kind of
invites
her to pick herself over. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of you. You're upset." He's got to go sleep in the other room.
And then she takes her shirt off and wants to cuddle and But then as you just mentioned, Brady, that's her first freak out.
Yeah, right. And then she pops back into real Nikki, and which I'm curious on how the possession thing is.
Is that the scene where she does the weird backwards walk with the plant and everything too? Is that fight? Oh my god, that
was a good one. Yeah,
man, and that's another. We were talking about this with Lily Rose Depp and the Nosferatu episode. Everything that Inde Navarette is doing, Inde Navarette is doing in this movie is real.
She's so fucking good. She nails it.
Man.
The face she makes, her pouting face,
that sad face she makes later
kills me.
Is so funny. It's so dramatic and over the top.
So over the top, and it just lends. It's just to illustrate that she's possessed, and it's so fucking good. Fuck, that killed me.
Yeah. This is the weird walking with the planting. So she's acting weird, like but regular weird, like weird in the way that the Wish Willow is making her act. Yeah. But then her body twitches up and she starts walking backwards, and it literally looks like, from what I understand, they didn't do any camera reversal techniques or anything. She just did that.
She just looks fucking weird, dude.
It looks so weird.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It looks so unsettling. So the way it's just her performance. Fuck, did she ever commit?
I can't wait to see what else she's gonna get into. I have no idea, but I hope it's more.
Yeah, I really want to see more weird genre shit from this chick. Yes, she's fucking great. She's really.
She talked in an interview about like she's excited to do more horror movies.
Good.
And like she took the movie Pearl, Mia Goth's character, as like an inspiration on how to act in a horror movie.
Oh, nice. That tracks because that's another really, really awkward, uncomfortable character.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very unsettling character. Yeah.
Oh, I do want to see her in more movies. Like
I don't think there's any reality where she doesn't blow up because we'll see her again for sure. Yeah, she's her performance. This movie lives and dies on her performance. Oh, basically.
She's like Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
She's one of the new Scream Queens.
Yeah,
this is definitely gonna be up there in the.
She's gonna be in tons. We're gonna be seeing this chick in tons of shit. But yeah, and then she does the weird walk around with the plant thing in front of her face. Yeah, that's so funny. Why is she doing with the plant again?
There was a reason she picked it up. She picked it up to give it to him or something.
Yeah, I can't remember, but she's walking.
It was flowers because of Sandy dying.
Yeah, like the cat.
Yeah.
So instead of carrying it like by your chest or by your stomach like a regular person, she's walking around holding it in front of her face. It's so bizarre.
I love it.
Anyway, Bear is sufficiently weirded out by all of this that he ends up sleeping on the floor and letting her have the bed.
Pussy. He should have slept with her.
She's got too much freak in her for him.
Oh, come on.
That girl's got too much freak for Bear.
Just enough. Just enough.
In terms of girls getting obsessed with you could do a lot worse, but unfortunately, this chick's whacked out. So the next morning, I think from here we kind of go back to the work. Is that right?
Yeah. Go back into work and sort of life as normal, but it's really not quite normal. Right. He goes back to work and he's talking to his friend about how his friend Ian thinks he fucking had sex, so he's like, "Oh yeah, good job, buddy."
They didn't meant to work together.
Yeah, and he's all, "No, wait. It's not what it was. Something strange is happening." But the whole time they're talking, he's just Nicky's just gunning them down in the background, right? Just watching them.
Yeah, that's cool because they keep the focus on them talking, but you can still see her out of focus in the background.
Yeah. It does that.
You can see that she's been staring the
whole time. There's a few good shots. It's a pretty typical horror movie thing where something's moving in the background, but they do it a few times in this, and
they hold it.
They do it enough, and frequently there's one where she's like crossing the hallway just behind him, and it's always blurred. It's never her in focus. Yeah, but it's usually something they do in the dark, and in this it's just. She's just walking back and forth in the house in the daylight. I wonder, this just occurred to me now, but I wonder if having her be in the dark or out of focus so much is to suggest that it's because it's not really her. Maybe.
I mean, it's also just a good creepy effect.
It's just really creepy.
She spends so much time in the movie out of focus standing in the background or standing in the dark. Mm-hmm. That it's kind of, I don't know.
I get it. I get it. Yeah. It's very much the idea, like, okay, like that's Nikki, but
that's not really,
she's behind the scene.
Yeah, she's in there, but that's not her. Yeah. So it could be, I don't know if that was a deliberate choice, but it just occurred to me.
It works though.
Yeah.
Whether it is or not.
Yeah. This is another really awkward scene is Nikki staring, and then what happens after? So she's been staring at him while he's
so much weird shit
all the time.
She freaks out again at work in some way or another.
Yeah, she says something really awkward happens again.
Yeah,
and she says something that is really off-putting. Mm-hmm. And maybe I guess that's probably just the Nikki, the real Nikki coming out for a second, and because again she's acting very, very strange.
Yeah.
Well, Bear's talking to Sarah, and she freaks out at that.
Okay, yeah, and that comes back a few times throughout the movie. Yeah, so this must be that scene where they're unloading the stock from the boxes or whatever.
That sounds right. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, because I remember that scene where they're kind of just hanging out, talking, and then so she's jealous because basically him talking to any other girl is going to set her off. Yeah, because she is obsessed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the name.
Yes,
it's in the title.
Yeah, from this point. Almost until like the final act of the movie, it's basically just a series of increasingly awkward and uncomfortable scenes. I think this next part is where she makes him the lunch.
Yes, that's what I was waiting to get to.
Fuck hell.
We do have her bring up that when she first comes over, he's already buried his cat, and in the house she
Yeah, she brings it out. Puts the flowers next to her. Yes. That's
Now
what
we
it
can
was.
have a funeral.
Yeah.
and now she's making lunch because they've been living together for a couple months.
Well, not even living together. She just won't go home.
Yeah,
because
she
he
just-
said that to her later. I think you need to go home for a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just won't fucking leave. They lived. I mean, if they do live together, it's not by choice.
Women, am I right?
Yeah, she kind of just showed up. But yeah, so that's good you mentioned that, because that is another really creepy, weird fucking scene where he walks out in the morning. He's gonna go up, getting up to get ready for work, and the fucking cat is
Sitting there.
roses around it and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, "It's a shrine. Now we can have a funeral." And it's like, gee, what the fuck? You dug up my cat so we can have a funeral, man?
Yeah. It's the fucking
Stop helping.
the lunch scene though. I'll wait till after. You can talk about the lunch
I
scene.
mean, that's
One of my favorite parts comes shortly after the lunch scene.
So yeah, again, this leads to a scene where now he's at work again talking to Sarah.
Yeah.
And they're eating lunch. Yeah, she left a note, but he didn't really look at it. Mm-hmm. They're just kind of talking while he eats his sandwich.
Sarah grabs it and reads it.
Yeah, it says, and she's like, "How's the cat?
Yeah.
Why is like that's so fucking
How's
weird."
the cat? What does that mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and she's just laughing. She's like, "Oh my god,
So
it's
weird.
gotten so fucking weird."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you have no fucking idea how
Yeah.
weird Nikki's got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So after that, it shows the sandwich with some questionable mystery meat. But doesn't he go home and he's like, "Don't cook the cat." Yeah. Don't cook the cat.
I think he's yelling. I think this is the part. See, this is the part where another disturbing thing is happening during that while he's at work. Because we've also had the scene where
Yes.
she duct tapes the entire door shut.
Right.
And then
He's leaving.
that's like an I think you should leave.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
That's like an I think you should
I
leave.
thought of it too.
Especially him pulling on the door. Like that's exact. It reminded me so much of that. To see it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Yeah, she's just standing there watching him walk out the door, just pissing herself.
Yeah, like that's she pisses and shits
And
herself.
shits herself.
Yeah, so he comes home to find her later,
still standing
still
going.
standing there waiting for him, and she just looks so fucking unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the scene where, because she cooked the cat and made it for his lunch. Again, it's like some sort of twisted way. Yeah, some sort of twisted favor to do for him and his grief or something. But then once he comes home, she kind of snaps out of it. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm disgusting. I'm gonna go have a shower." And then while she's in the shower, "Don't cook the cat!"
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yelling through the door while
Yeah.
she's showering. She's like, "What? Don't cook the cat!"
Cooks the cat. Don't cook the cat.
So the front of the note that he sees is
Don't squash it.
well, my favorite little critic or something. Yeah, it's my favorite little.
My favorite little food critic.
Yeah, my favorite little.
Or my little food critic.
Yeah, that's the cringy little couples thing that she's trying to make.
Yeah.
She's trying to make fetch happen.
Well, and we're skipping something else important too. The pictures that she sends with him. One is you, and it's a picture of him, and then the other one is a picture of both of them, and written on it is "not me."
Right. That's the first indication. The first indication that
Foreshadowing.
another. Well, I shouldn't say the first indication, but another indication.
One of many. Yeah.
What will they will eventually drop is that as a twist that Nikki is still in there.
Yeah.
The twist.
What a twist! Except it was forecasted the whole time.
And this is also, I think we missed the date scene because once she's in the shower is when when Bear drops the line about, "I'm going to a guy's night, you can't come," or whatever.
Right.
And then you hear the water just turn off immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
She
by yourself.
She heard that. Yeah, she heard that one. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, the date scene is before that.
Yeah, so the date scene has to be before that. So yeah, they go on. There's kind of a montage of them as a couple, kind of a la-di-da, we're so cute montage.
Yeah.
With the occasional weird thing happening.
Yeah.
And then that leads to this date scene that we kind of skipped over. Well, we can't because this is literally the scene with the frowny face, right? This is the scene.
No, the frowny face scenes at the party.
Oh, okay. So this is I thought maybe they were the same scene. So what this is the no.
Yeah.
Ian tells Bear that is it Ian or Ethan?
Ian
He
tells
tells Bear that his
that Sarah said
cat is damn.
not only is she not close with her dad does not have cats.
That's right.
So this whole excuse she has for why she's been acting so weird is made up. None of this is real. So that's what he ends up asking her about at the dinner. They're out and they're kind of having a normal time, and then she starts acting weird again. And then he kind of just cuts in and says, "Your dad doesn't really have cancer, does he?"
Yeah. And she has a fucking meltdown.
Yeah, and she fucking loses it. And again, that reminded me of that scene in Get Out, where because she's literally even saying the same line. The maid, that what's that actor's name? Daniel Kaluuya's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, no,
Yeah.
no,
Oh no.
no. When he said, because he says something like, it's weird with all these white folks around, right?
Yeah.
And then she has
like,
she has her little like freak out, and that's very. I think this might even be an homage to that. Certainly inspired by it to a certain extent because it's almost the exact same scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, her no freak out.
Yeah.
And then finally she's like, we were having a nice date. And then does she start crying?
She does, yeah. She gets all emotional, but like tones it down as if she's like saying, "Oh, this was going so well. Oh, geez, you ruined it." But
The one thing that kind of took me out of the movie is when she stands up and starts yelling, "No, no, no." None of the other patrons in the
no one even glanced.
Yeah.
That's a classic movie thing. I think the reason they do that is because they don't want you focused on the extras.
That's exactly why.
They want you to stay focused on the actor.
Yeah.
And if people start reacting in the background, then you're going to notice them and start reacting to them.
I actually found it was the opposite. I was so concerned that they weren't reacting that all I was doing was looking at them, waiting for a reaction.
Why aren't the background people making in here? No one knows this is happening.
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
Yeah, so
Not the voice.
leave him the fuck alone. Anyway, that basically takes us to the ramp-off point.
at the party.
That's the frowny scene, yeah.
That's the frowny scene, and she Nikki pulls a brick, and then she starts reciting Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then someone says something, or someone sits beside her, and she starts stabbing herself with the bottle.
Gotta go back to the beginning of this scene because this is like one of the best scenes in the movie. So yeah, they're crushing drinks at Ian's house. This is the guys' night.
Yeah, she is what muscled her way in.
Turns out it's not a guys' night because there's other chicks there, obviously. Ian was just saying that to make it like don't bring her because she's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're playing this game. She ends up having to move. She's sitting next to him, and her. Like the block she draws from the Jenga thing, with all the drunken stuff written on it. Yeah, hers makes her have to move, and then a guy comes and moves next to her, and then now that leaves Bear sitting next to Sarah.
Yeah,
so that when he draws his, and she's acting a total fucking nutcase.
Yeah,
saying really, really weird, uncomfortable shit, and reciting that poem, and then Bear draws a block to try and like get things back on track. Like, hey, let's get back to the party. And it says, kiss the person next to you.
which is Sarah.
Yeah. Kiss the person to your left. And it's Sarah. And
Fucking awesome.
yeah, this is the frowny face.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He looks over at her and that's the biggest, like it looks like CG. Her frown is so... I'm like, how did you even do that with your mouth? Yeah, like, without having fingers on each side of your mouth, pulling your mouth down.
She practiced that look for so long, I know it.
Because it's so cartoonish. Yeah. She looks like a cartoon character.
She does, yeah.
Her dad is Bruce Campbell, but no one knows.
For real, man.
But not only that, the rest of that plays out. She stands up, walks behind Sarah, not a word said, pulls Sarah back in her seat away from... Bear, and then sits down next to Bear. Yeah, it's like holy,
and it's because it's so. It's like it's not like a quick pull. It's like a gradually pulling Sarah's chair back.
Yeah,
and then she gets on her knees next to her, and she's like, "Hi."
No, I'm at your left.
Oh my god, it's so, man, this movie is so awkward, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What a blast, though. Like, fuck it. Like, it's just, this is one of those just cringe fests
Absolutely.
that I loved cringing the whole time.
Oh yeah, me too.
Now we got to go to that part where things kind of wrap up. But yeah, I'm glad you stopped me there because that's like one of the best scenes in the movie. Now we've got the scene where he's sleeping with her. He wakes up and then he's got the message from Sarah that says, I need to tell you something, come see me or whatever. And then he keeps saying like, no, because he knows that like Nikki's already jealous of her. And then she says, if you don't come see me, I'm coming to you. So finally he agrees to go. And then this is the scene where we get the confirmation that the real Nikki is in there, because the real Nikki starts right before he leaves to go talk to Sarah. The real Nikki starts talking to him. He's like, don't wake her up.
Yeah.
So while the body is sleeping, the real Nikki can take control because the entity is asleep.
Yeah.
The body is sleeping. So this is where she starts saying like, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Which is like, that like darker and heavier than you expected.
For sure.
Like, this movie goes a lot harder than you would kind of expect it, because it feels like it's just going to be kind of a cringy, awkward, weird.
It's very teen horror movie for most of it, but there's some good stuff in there, that pushes it just beyond that.
Yeah, and then that's where he says, like, this is one of the best line exchanges in the movie. He says, what's so bad about being with me? In fact, she says, I'm not with you.
Yeah, I'm not with you.
So again, we never really get the confirmation whether she did or did not like it. But what she's saying, she's like, that's not me. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
So whoever you think you're talking to, it isn't me. I'm in here, suffering, watching somebody hijack my body every day.
Yeah.
I like that they didn't show her mouth move.
Me too.
Talking.
I like that too.
Talking to Bear.
Yeah, it was cool. Really added to the creepy factor.
Yeah, it almost seems like she would have been almost seems like she was the entity, and the entity was
Right.
her.
Reversed. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, because the entity could talk to her, or whatever, the one wish will out.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, some sort of.
This is where we get also the customer service call.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we got to go back and talk about that too, because that scene, the girl and the clerk in the store earlier, it's like, yeah. He's like, so do they work? She's like, yeah, they work.
Yeah.
And like, does anyone ever come back after? And she's like, yeah, some people come back and they say that they're going to kill themselves, or they say that the wish went horribly wrong and they wish they were dead. The way she delivers all those,
Just like, yeah,
super just matter of fact.
Yeah.
That's funny. But then anyway, we get more of that now with when he calls the number on the back of the box, and that guy who's on the phone is Curry Barker.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I didn't know that. That's
Neat.
awesome.
And man, that's another, like, again, really funny scene that turns incredibly unsettling all of a sudden, because he's like, oh, you want to talk to Nikki? She's right here. And it's like, here, Nikki. And then,
Yeah.
it's Nikki from inside. And he can, like, get her on the phone.
Yeah.
It very much like that scene in Lost Highway.
Oh, man.
Where he's like, where are you? And he's like, I'm at your house.
Yeah.
And he's talking, the guy who's talking to him answers the phone when he calls his house.
Right.
So it's like a really weird, unsettling phone trick thing where you're like, how the fuck is this happening, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously Nikki isn't at the call center or whatever.
Yeah, right. The call center was hell.
Yeah. As this guy said, they have her souls in hell at the call center.
Yeah.
I do love that one. He's like, hey, is there a way to reverse this? We don't really do that.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. Again, it's like it's very much like that earlier scene with the customer service girl where he's saying, like, where she's talking really normally about really horrible shit anyway. Yeah, that's what's happening on the phone with this guy. Anyway, as Brady suggested, he basically says there's no way to stop this. Oh, except for
You kill yourself?
he drops. Again, that's another one of the really funny lines he drops. He's like, well, I guess you could kill yourself.
Yeah. That would end it.
And he's like, what? Well, if you died, then she wouldn't be obsessed with you anymore because you're dead.
Yeah.
That would break the spell.
That would do it.
That should do it.
That should do it. Yeah. I'd say that'll do it.
I think that'll do it. And that may be important later, even. To get back to Sarah's text, Bear does indeed go meet her because he's like, obviously he's thinking, like, if she comes to the house, this is going to be a fucking nightmare. So he decides to go meet her outside in her car. And she is also sort of confessing her love to him. And that's been hinted at throughout the movie that she might kind of like him. And now she's like, she's kind of giving him her pitch.
Yeah.
Like, I think you need a girl who's more chill, da-da-da-da-da. And you can see him sort of starting to warm up to the idea.
Yeah.
And then the shit is so bad.
Finally, this movie kicked it up into overdrive.
First kill, yeah. Like, there's been a lot of weird and disturbing, and I was thinking about that because we've talked about this a lot of times on the shows. The horror movies with like
The slow burns
and really low kill counts.
Yeah, I mean, you don't.
You only get 2 kills in this entire movie.
But by no means am I saying you should have at least one, but you don't need to have kills.
No,
but the fact that this is the first one and it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, and the movie's 2/3 of the way over before we get our first kill.
Yeah, this is like,
holy fuck, they deliver.
This is like highway to the end by this point, but the fucking Nikki reaches in and grabs Sarah by the fucking head with a brick in her hand.
Just through the window.
Yeah.
While Sarah's talking, she's just talking, and the camera's holding on
Yeah,
her.
like,
Holding on her.
yeah.
And then it cuts to Bear's reaction, and then it's holding on her, and then...
Smash.
Smash. Wham! Nikki smashes through the window with the brick, puts it on the steering wheel, and then slaps her face into
Unhinged.
like 40 fucking
So many times. Fuck, was that ever awesome.
And man, the makeup effects are fucking
so good.
like that looks like
the amount of effort they must have put into making that, because it visibly is getting smashed as they're doing it. So they've given it some sort of structure.
So now she makes Bear help her get rid of the body.
Yeah, which I think is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's like, it makes you like, I'm like, because she says after he helps her for a bit, then he goes and she's like, she's like, I can't do this anymore. And he kind of leaves her to it. And then when he's back at the house later, though, she's got her set up naked, spread eagle in the chair. And like, it made me wonder what she meant when she was like, she's almost ready. Like, is he going to this? I don't know if this is what it was, but what I thought was happening was her saying like, there, now you can have sex with
That's
her.
what I thought.
Now that she's
disfigured and ugly and it doesn't matter anymore.
and she's dead.
Yeah.
So now you can have sex with her.
That's what I thought.
Because I was like, why? Otherwise,
She's there ready for...
why strip her naked?
Yeah. And like propped up spread eagle.
Spread eagle with her vagina out.
100% that's what the idea was.
Yeah, which is like, man, that's fucked up.
Fucking wild.
Again, it's such a twisted lens of like what her version of love and affection.
Right.
She's like, look, I love you so much, I'll let you have sex with another girl. Yep. If she's fucking dead.
Yeah.
After I smash her face in.
Doesn't sound so far from bullet.
Nikki also falls Ian, which Sarah tells Bear that they've been hooking up for the past 2 years, but nothing like romantic. And that's why Sarah gets her face smashed in a car.
Yeah.
Because she knew Sarah liked Bear, but then Nikki invites Ian over to their house, or to Bear's house.
Yeah.
And she has a gun.
This is the I'm just gonna kill. Oh my god! And that scene earlier, there's so much to talk about this in this movie. The scene earlier where she's talking about he's talking about what if they took a break or what if they were separated for a bit or whatever, and she insinuates that she's going to kill herself.
Yeah.
In a very long, disturbing monologue where she's like, and then you feel your spirit just leaving your body, and it's not bad. It's not, you don't die. It's just like it's turning off, you know? And it's another really long, unsettling monologue, like the one she drops at the party.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy. Anyway, that establishes that she has the gun, which is going to come back later. But this is like probably the final scene before the end of the movie that isn't the finale.
Right.
This is now where he goes back to the store, and we get that really funny scene where the guy says, "One Wish Willow, there's never been One Wish Willow here," or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Bear's all freaking out. He's like, what? No, what? And then he's like, no, I'm kidding, man. They're over there.
Yeah.
We just moved them. Yeah. Fuck, that was a fucking... that's a
great scene.
That joke is so funny. Because they're setting it up like it's a big plot twist. And then it's like, just kidding.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, where the gun comes from is when they're doing trivia, or when they're done doing trivia and they're about to go to the karaoke bar, but Nikki doesn't want to go because she's tired, and Bear
drives her
home. Ian says, "Oh yeah, Sarah's dad has a gun in the break room in a cabinet."
Oh, Andy Richter's got the gun. Right, there we go. So that's how the gun is introduced.
It's a Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
Andy Richter's dad.
Yeah, it's Richter's gun. Yeah, so anyway, that does take us basically to the end of the movie, though, now.
Yeah.
He kind of gets the idea from going back to the story. He gets one more One-Wish Willow. He goes to see Ian and tells him to wish that... He's like, you already like her, just wish that she liked you, and then we'll be fine. Or at the very least, just wish that she didn't like me anymore, or whatever. He's like, you only get one wish. And we're getting this scene... the way this scene unfolds... is so fucking brutal. Because again, they're dragging it out.
Yeah.
It's the classic scene that you've seen in so many movies where somebody has to convince somebody else that something that nobody would believe is happening. And then he hands him the One-Wish Willow, and immediately he snaps it and goes, I wish
I had $1 billion. Yeah. Instantly.
And the money starts raining down from the fucking sky, even though they're inside.
Yeah. One thing I like about this movie so much is that it does that. It just does what it's doing so fast without necessarily over showing it. It just does it. And so I almost had to like do a double take when the money was falling from the sky. Cause I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, did he wished for money?
You know what it's like? We were just doing the 28 days and 28 weeks later.
Yeah.
It's very much like that because it's
just like bam.
This is again doing another really familiar horror movie trope.
Yeah.
But it's pulling the trigger on stuff so quick.
That you don't have time to realize what it's really doing or that it's being quite subversive in its own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's interesting about this movie is this is a very tried and true concept, but what he's doing with it is really
I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically, finally, he goes home, and now it's the final scene. But with him and Nikki, she's being the classic weird Nikki saying weird, creepy shit. And then she doesn't want to be separated from him, and he finally gets her to let him go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And now comes the payoff for the maybe you should just kill yourself scene, because that's what he starts doing, is taking all of his grandma's medication. Yeah.
He puts the gun in his mouth first. He gets the gun.
Yeah, again, classic.
And he's about to use it again.
Classic.
Do it, pussy.
Yeah. Classic. It's like, I mean, normally I would have a lot more sympathy for a character who's contemplating suicide, but this guy is...
He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's a fucking... He's
such a waste of space, man.
Whatever sympathy you had for him at the beginning is long gone.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, I think it's very important that they show the scene of him having sex with her multiple times, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because
he's taking advantage of the situation.
It's basically rape, because a force has taken over her body. Yeah. And yeah, he's still having sex with her.
He overall does very little to stop the situation.
And if anything, he just keeps making excuses to everybody and trying to justify it and make it okay, so he can just keep doing.
He's kind of happy with it.
He's really become the worst version of himself.
Yes,
this is the actual villain of the movie.
Yeah, this has created a situation where he's become the worst version of himself. It's like classic corruption story, right? You get a certain degree of power, and now you're like mad with power and anyway.
Right.
But yeah, he goes into the bathroom, starts taking the medication. And I missed this. Like I didn't really get what happened at the end. So while he's in the washroom and when he's about to kill himself, she makes the wish that we don't hear her wish, but she has wished. This is like something my girlfriend clued me in on. So like while he's been in there, because there is one more One-Wish Willow, and you see that it's snapped when he comes out of the bathroom. She has wished that he would love her.
Oh, I didn't.
And that's why I didn't get it either. That's why he stops killing himself and comes out and starts like hugging her. And then he dies anyway.
Yeah.
Because he's already taken too much of the medication.
Right. Whoops.
Also, I love that they show that when you take the one wish below the box, you're gonna make a wish. It makes noise, but when you can't make a wish, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because Bear tries it the second time, and there's no noise at all.
Yeah, but you break it. Yeah,
But you couldn't break it either, which is a cool.
Yeah, another cool movie logic thing where clearly you should be able to break it's like a piece of a willow branch, like you should be able to break it really easily, but impossible for him to break.
Right.
Wait, sorry, wasn't that also a willow tree?
I don't know, but that is very similar.
No, it was something else.
The little branch she had, a little piece of wood she snaps or whatever that's very similar. Makes me wonder if that could have been an inspiration for this. Could be a total coincidence, but
It all seems like
Weapons was a big horror movie, so
Curry Barker is the new hot thing right now. But like it looks like he's taking more direction from more modern horror than he is from like the
the classic
10,000%, even just down to the camera work and the scenes and the way it was all shot. It's all, and like the humor in it and the horror of it, the horror style he's using, it's all very modern. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that though too.
I'm not against it. No, I like it too. I'm not against it. I do find it a little samey at times. I feel like everybody's doing kind of the same thing, the still dead face shots of their actors.
The smile thing.
Just staring down, just staring down the gun of the camera, and that's your creep factor. There's a lot of that in here.
But the reason it works so good in this is because Inde Navarette is so fucking good, man.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because you see that in a lot of movies, but she's so fucking good at it that you're like, and I think the other thing they do is this movie really leans into the awkward cringe.
It holds it long enough.
Hold.
Yeah.
This is also right before he passes away. So this is also the scene where Ian comes back and he's like, "It worked. I won $1 billion," and poof, she fucking shoots him in the head.
Right in the head.
That's basically the only other kill in the movie, and it's just played for laughs.
Right.
So, but now as he's dying, she begins mourning him and picks up the gun. And it's a classic horror movie ending thing that they do, where it's like, will she or won't she? Will she or won't she?
Right.
Because they're doing the Romeo and Juliet thing, and then she's got the gun, and she's about to kill herself, but then this must be the moment. We don't see it because he's just laying there still.
Yeah.
But this must be the moment where he's now he's like literally dead.
Yeah.
His brain is shut off or his heart stopped or whatever the fuck. And then she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, she
and now
of it, looks around.
And again, another really funny way to end a horror movie, because that's how the movie ends, right? It's just her screaming,
Just her being like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
Yeah. Then it just cut the credits.
Yeah.
Fuck! What a fun movie, man.
Nice. Amazing time with this movie.
Yeah. I had a really fun time. I don't know if it's hard for anything to live up to the hype when all anyone's doing is talking about how great it is.
Yes.
Sinners is probably the last movie I saw that lived up to, like, when one of those new horror movies comes out and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is the best movie, you have to see it." Sinners was the last time I think I saw one where I'm like, yeah, that delivers.
Nice.
Like, that's a perfect 10 out of 10 movie in my opinion. This movie does deliver though. For the most part, I think it's pretty strong. There's not really anything like it in terms of how it's done.
Yeah,
at the
for
very
sure.
least. Sure. Like, there's a lot of these types of stories, as we mentioned, but the way they do it in this and the different things they're kind of pulling from to kind of put this sort of standard story together, it's really fucking cool. And then Inde Navarette's performance is fucking.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, all the performances are good.
They were all good. I can't remember the guy's name, but I thought he was excellent as well.
Yeah, I was Ian.
No, not
the
Ian. Bear's the actor for Bear. His name.
Oh, Michael Johnston.
That guy.
Yeah, Michael Johnston. Yes, he was. Yeah, he is good too. But it's Inde Navarette's movie.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
front to back, it's her movie. Yeah, Final Thoughts for me. I when I put it on Letterboxd, I had it as a 4-star movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a really strong movie. I don't know if it quite lives up to the hype, but I think it's a really strong movie, and I'm glad I watched it before any of it got spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a movie, if it gets spoiled for you, you kind of don't need to see it. But
like, if the brick scene in particular, if the brick scene got killed for you, then like, oh my god, like, that scene is so shocking. And the way the makeup effects, like, her face, it looks like a person missing half of their
It does. It gets crunched as it's being smashed, and that's why I was like, man, if that's a cast or a mold of some kind, they put a lot of structure in that to do that. or it's fucking cool. Who knows?
Cell Block 99 does a similar thing with when he grinds the guy's face with a split on the concrete.
Fucking Cell Block 99. Speaking of movies that don't count as horror but have some fucking nasty
That movie's got some real.
when he kicks that guy's fucking head off into the fucking into the hole in the floor, yeah. Holy fuck, wild ass. Wow.
That movie. That's a 99 is a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah, that's a wild fucking movie. Anyway, yeah, that's my final thoughts. What do we got, guys?
I love this movie. I watched it twice.
Did you?
In theaters.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Well deserved.
I'm not gonna tell you guys how I watched it twice in theaters.
Sure, that's funny.
I-
You just didn't get kicked out after.
I sat in the theater after the movie ended, and the people that were working there didn't kick me out. So I just
left you
I
there.
waited for the next screen, and you can just watch it again.
Just dick around on your phone for an hour while everything's getting cleaned up, and it's like, hey, there, now when the movie's playing again.
Nice.
10 out. Or I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Nice. I was also going to do a 7 out of 10. Great movie. Let me change that. Good movie. Some great scenes. I felt like it was almost a little bit by the numbers for a lot of it. It's too much of a trope for me. I've seen this movie 1,000 times, except for I haven't, because some of the scenes are really fucking creative, and there's a lot of really good stuff in here and some solid performances. It was almost middle ground until it started wrapping up towards the end. And that's sort of maybe where some of the ideas and the scenes that were shot really shone through. Particularly, yes, the brick scene, the party scene, and the ending overall were fucking riveting. And overall, great movie. Great. It was see, and even as I'm talking, it's like,
Somewhere in the good.
do I love it or do I hate it?
Well, that's how I
there
felt about.
was times where I was like, man, fuck this movie. This people are hyped about this. Mind you, I didn't know about the hype. I don't follow that shit. So I was like, okay, why are we so obsessed with Obsession? And I didn't get it. Maybe I don't still, but hell of a watch.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I remember feeling that way about Weapons last year.
Yeah.
And then we did our Weapons episode and we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we were done talking about it, I was like, okay, this movie I think maybe went up a full point just from us talking about
Almost how I feel about this. It might be too recently watched for me to have really digested it, but sitting here talking about it and just remembering some of those scenes are, as much as I would criticize that modern horror still shot shit that they're doing, particularly it reminds me of the movie Smile, where they just hone in on their actor and that's your creep factor. It does it a lot, but there's so much else going on, and it's easily worth overlooking the things you may not like.
Yeah, no matter what, if you're a horror fan, I think this is a movie worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Draw your own conclusion about how good it is. Does it live up to the hype? Whatever. This is going to be. I feel like this is going to be the big horror movie of the year.
I was gonna say you saying that it's the first big one. You're probably right. It's the first big one, but it'll probably stick around for a bit. People will be talking about it for a while.
Yeah, there might be, and I would not be surprised to see awards buzz for her, especially with Amy Madigan, I think is the actor's name, taking it home for Aunt Gladys.
Yeah, I mean,
the best supporting actress.
She was great in it. But if those are the nominations we're going to start seeing from horror movies, I think
better Oscars.
Yeah, man, this lady, this gal deserves it too. She deserves a nod.
Yeah, she's. I mean, everybody's doing stuff.
Everyone's good,
but she's This movie lives and dies on her performance.
Everyone's great. I got no qualms with any of that. But she fucking nails it. She's
definitely the standout. Yeah. Well, that wraps up for our conversation about Curry Barker's Obsession. And that takes us to what's going to be episode 60. So we're on to our next conversational episode. And what we've decided is we're going to talk about how we got into horror for our next episode. It's going to be a gateway horror episode. The stupid shit we used to watch on TV or the Goosebumps books we used to read. Mm-hmm. All that crap is what we're talking about next week. So we're going to take you to our formative years and kind of take you down memory lane on how we became horror fans. Whoop, whoop. And yeah, until next week, we will see you in
7 days.
And until then,
Keep your eyes open.
And here comes my butt.
Yeah, here comes my butt in my butt.